Okay, second video for today. The other one got cut off, of course, but maybe this one won't. But this one I was kind of guided to make, and it's about God versus science. Bum, bum, bum. Not really, it's supposed to be like a versus type of thing, but yeah, that's what came to mind more or less because that seems to be what everybody's saying. Okay, where I'm coming from with this, first of all, let me say my background in this life is as a Protestant Christian. Was raised Southern Baptist in Virginia of the USA. And so when it came to God and what God was all about, um, the teachings of the Bible, but more so, the teachings of interpretations of the Bible through like my Sunday school teachers and my preachers and parents, family, all this kind of friends, camps, all kinds of stuff. Like that's where it came through, and that's how kind of I understood like the principles of what it was to be a child of God and someone living on this earth. So fine and dandy, kind of like everyone else. I think. Well, I'll speak for myself. You know, my life was one of many cycles, many different changes, all this kind of stuff. I think that many people feel this way. Life's all about changing and learning and all kinds of stuff. But so anyway, I'll just say that there was times that I felt that I was closer and farther away from what it was to know God. And I went into college and was pursuing marine biology, pursuing science, and minoring in chemistry. Um, and during that period of time, like leaving high school and going into college, it's like I've always really clung to the concept that God is there. Whatever God is, He's there. He listens to me, and I can pray to Him. I feel good when I talk to Him, and I'm using God and Him and various descriptive words for the sake of being clear in my communication, because I think a lot of people have heard of the concept of God or creator or source or universe or all or oneness, all of these terms that in so many other languages too. This is just the English language, right? But I think a lot of people have heard of the God concept with these words, so that's what I'm using, and that's how I grew up with it. So, like, I kind of always had this vibe that, all right, God's out there, I can talk to Him if I have problems, He's there for me, He's there for everyone, I can ask Him for forgiveness for the things that I do wrong, I can seek guidance from Him, through things going on in life. And super long story, some of my previous videos have kind of touched on it already, like in terms of like dealing with an eating disorder while I was in high school and in college, and uh, all kinds of stuff. Things in life happen. You get busy, and for me, like there's moments where I definitely felt like I was farther away from God or whatever. And but I was always kind of peaceful with the situation. I'm coming back to the title of this video, and hopefully it makes sense. Um, but it was like kind of on my own like personal level, no like disputes or whatever. It just was. I was someone that believed in God and was also becoming a scientist, right? I worked in fisheries for like 2 years after I finished college, and following that, I've arrived to the wonderful country of Portugal, and I began a master's program here. And basically, it's been really interesting through this like series of educating events and various other projects that I've been affiliated with through my life in the field of science, like to meet the different perspectives out there concerning God. And naturally, as a church-going person, uh, oh, somebody's crying in the other room. It's a little boy. He's so cute. I hope he feels better. um, he will. But anyway, what I was trying to say is obviously like when you're in a church community or when you're in a loving community oriented towards whatever God is, of course God exists. That's just natural. but in a way, sometimes this mentality of, oh my gosh, science is evil, they're just trying to disprove God, it's like of the devil. They believe, that evolution is the way that everything has happened, and so they're trying to disprove God because of that. And oh, these are just some random examples, but oh, dinosaurs were probably put on the earth by the devil because, he's just trying to confuse us with what it is, that the Bible says, for example. So these kinds of perspectives can exist. And some people are just really open and they're like, no, of course, they can be compatible. It's just different ways of looking at the same thing. And other people, like there's the creationists. What is it? It's not the creationists, it's something else. There's another movement that's like religious that tries to integrate, basically. I'll try to put the name of it in a link or something in the information section of this video, but basically there's been various attempts to either marry or disperse, like, from one another the concepts of science and religion. And from a science perspective, I've had, again, the same kind of mixture. I've had people be like, oh, whatever, it's all good. One doesn't disprove the other. It really doesn't matter. Or some people that are just like, people that believe in God are stupid. People that believe in God are disillusioned and they just don't understand what the facts are saying. Or, that to not believe in evolution, like, is being an idiot. Or, like, just various aggressive things. And for me, as a scientist, as a human being, as a child of God, just like every single person who ever hears this message, my vibe on that all is that truly, no religion on this earth and no science that I am aware of on this earth has disproved completely the philosophies or the theories or the facts of one or the other, like completely. Like, so I kind of feel like, what's the big deal? There really doesn't need to be one. And I mean, as human beings, as souls, as entities on this planet and the universe, whatever, we're all trying to understand existence, from within ourselves and, with that which is all, God, whatever you want to call it, okay? And so, yeah, I'm not trying to, like, preach or anything. I'm not trying to, like, say, hey, la 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 to anybody, but just trying to put it out there, at least, from my point of view as a scientist. I've read Darwin's theory of evolution. I've read, the various evolution theories for our own species, for everything. And yeah, there's disparities. There's differences among all the different philosophies and theories about how life has originated. There's so many theories about just how the human race has come to be, including the theories that we were put here by aliens that are even engineered by them, and that they are our immediate gods, right? The bottom line is, there's so many things that we can come to understand and believe in our life, but just because we come to understand things one way doesn't mean that the others are completely wrong, or vice versa. It's all like different languages explaining the same concepts. And if the Bible's like 7-day concept of exactly saying in 7 calendar days, as we're currently aware of them existing, the entire earth and life as we know it was created, is not exactly the full story. And hey, maybe 7 days could mean like billions and millions of years. And the process of evolution is just the way that our God creates. Like, it's all kind of compatible. It all interrelates. And I think the more that myself and hopefully others, we can just be more open-minded about these topics and not draw lines among one another, with these religions and statuses of, for instance, I'm a Scientologist, sorry, not a Scientologist, geez, a scientist, or whatever, Scientologist, sure, someone out there might be a Scientologist. Whoever we are, whatever we believe, there is one source, there's an ultimate source of everything. And so that source is, and it really doesn't, I don't think it really cares what we call it, but I think it's important we get in tune to, it through ourselves. So anyway, that's my babble. I love you guys. I hope you have a really good day. If any of you guys have any questions or want to talk about these concepts, please let me know. And I'll talk to you when we can. Bye.